Moving on, now in the year 2020, Israel made new friends, that too Arab ones. The United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Sudan and Morocco. Normalization was the word on the streets. Peace deals were billed as a game changer. Nearly 2 years later, the region is again talking about normalization, this time between Israel and Saudi Arabia. According to reports, the White House is working on a roadmap for normalization. This will be between Israel and Saudi Arabia, especially ahead of US President Joe Biden's visit to West Asia. There may be no agreement during the visit, but Biden's aim is to get the two sides to arrive at a consensus. Earlier this month, it was reported that both Israel and Saudi Arabia were holding secret talks. Apparently, the talks were being brokered by the United States of America. Officials even said it is not a question of if Riyadh will recognize Israel. It's a question of when it will happen. The bargaining chip are the islands of Sudan and Sanafir. These are the two strategic islands in the Red Sea. Saudi Arabia wants full control of these islands. For that, they need Israel's approval. According to reports, US is secretly mediating for the transfer of those islands to Riyadh. If successful, it could lead to separate normalization steps as well. If Riyadh recognizes Israel, it will open the floodgates, sort of like a green light for other Muslim countries. But this process will be long and gradual. For years, Saudi Arabia has settled on one position: settlement of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. It is a precondition for normalizing ties. This is a stance that carries great weight in the Arab world. But over the years, the kingdom's position has seen a shift spearheaded by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The Israel move could, however, be his biggest test so far, and Saudi Arabia seems to be in no hurry. However, the recent political instability in Israel could act as a deterrent. Israel needs to have a government first before it inks any normalization deals. And for more on this, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report from Rana now. Take a look.
Foreign Minister Lapid's visit to Turkey today suggests that while domestically things are uncertain in Israel, on the foreign affairs front it appears to be business as usual. President Biden's visit to Israel is also going ahead despite the elections. With the focus likely to be on a Middle East air defense alliance, there is a growing sense of shared interests across not only countries that have joined the Abraham Accords, but also those that haven't yet. While Saudi Arabia joining isn't thought to be likely during Biden's trip, we could possibly be seeing the first of a series of announcements that indicate normalization, and a furtherance of the relationship looks certain. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.